Yeah. I do it every week. Nah. As we're about to start this one up here, we have Club Passion here going up against the Avengers B team here in this game. So it should be a pretty easy matchup there for him in this one. This Club Passion will get a nice scrimmage game almost here before the start of the playoffs here next week, as Dextraze takes the three, not able to knock that down. Rebounds his own shot though, he's by the corner. So he's gonna pass that over to Capone. To Vigneri there, who shoots it, and he knocks that down for the first three of the game there for Club Passion. I'm gonna do a little look. Give it over to Mason here. Gets it over to Maswera. He has it here. He's gonna pull the mid-range, not able to knock that down. Greta's gonna pull in the rebound there for Club Passion, as he's going to bring it up here. As they give it over to Capone here, they throw cross-court over to Vigneri, to the other brother there. Shoots it, not able to knock that one down, as there's a rebound on that one. As we have a drive there, not able to make that. Dextraze there gets the rebound, as he's going to be leading the charge here on the fast break. As they're passing it around here, Dextraze shoots the three, not able to make that there. Mason there is able to fight for the rebound. Bringing that one out there. Capone there takes the three, not able to knock that down. Rebound there. That's zoomed out too. As Capone gets it back in the corner. He's going to pull the midi, and not able to knock that one down there. Just starting off a little bit cold here to start this game. As the Avengers there pick up a two there, as they put up their first points of the game here. That's Anthony, thank you for the shout out there in the comments. We're able to fix that there. As Greta has it here, he floats it, not able to make the two. Rebound there by White Shorts here. He's bringing it up. Gets around his man, drives, and is fouled there for the and one on that one. That's going to be Christian there picking up the foul there. So that's going to be two at the line here for him. As he misses that and one free throw there. They're bringing it up. He finds Capone. Vigneri has it here. Passes it over to Dextraze. Shoots a three, not able to knock that one down there. We got Black Shorts here driving, not able to make that there. Christian with the rebound there. He ends it up to Dextraze. Dextraze layup and good on that one. As they now take the lead 5-4 here. We have 18 minutes left in this first half. As they give it down to Mason there and down the low post. Not able to knock that down. Greta with the rebound. As they're going to push it up here. He's able to find Dextraze, and Dextraze there gets the layup. As we got a 7-4 score here right now. Avengers B crew passing around. Gets over to Maswera. Maswera going up against Dextraze here. He's going to be driving right. Goes up. And that's going to be a foul by Dextraze on the floor, though, so it's going to be an inbound here. As Mazuera there is going to be taking it here. He passes it over to White Shorts. White Shorts here, rocking the nice gray Nikes there. Trying to go baseline. Can't find an opening, gives it to Mazuera. Mazuera pump fakes, passes it over. They get it over to Pink Shoes. He takes the three, not able to knock that down there. Dextraze there gets the rebound. They're passing it up. They give it over. Goes a little loose. Capone's able to get it there. As Dextraze drives and gets the two through the tough defense there. Got Black Shorts, goes up, not able to make that there as he gets shut down on that one. Capone with the rebound. He's leading the fast break charge here as they're going to pass it over to Justin there in the corner, not able to knock that down. Rebound there by Mason. As we still got a 4-9 game here in this one. So they get a drive and gets the two there for him. Try that now, that should work. So they get a missed shot there, rebound by Mazuera. As Mazuera has it here, gets the pick. Dextraze D'ing them up one-on-one. Able to pass cross court to Black Shorts, to Pink Shoes. He pulls it, not able to knock that down there. That's another missed three. As Christian there gets the rebound to Justin, gets it to Greta. Greta gets it, layup, and good on that one. As Justin gets the assist on that one, makes it now a 6-11 game. He's got a commanding lead here so far. As White Shorts there, layup good on that one as he gets the two. Makes it now an 8-11 game here. As we got Christian here pushing the pace, gets it over to Dextraze, misses the layup, rebounds his own shot. He's going to go back up with it and fouled on that one. We're going to see who they call it on. And that's going to be, it's going to be Mason there with the foul. As Mason here picks up his first of the night. As Dextraze now here is going to take two at the line. As he misses the first one there. Substitutions coming in as we have Christian here subbing out. We got David Yale checking in the game here with the headband.
Let me see if I can get Avery so it's easy.
Yeah, if we can. Dextraze knocks down the second free throw there. Makes it now an 8-12 game here. Club Passion still holding on to the lead there. Yeah, Anthony, I don't disagree with you. But like I said, they might be taking it light there. Never mind, Capone ends up getting a steal right there, as he must have heard you in the comments, and they get the alley-oop dunk over to Dextraze there. Beautiful play there. As, like I said, Club Passion always seems to fit in at least one highlight play here, especially when Dextraze here is involved. As we got Black Shorts here, he's dribbling it out. He's going to get the pick from Verbuchen here, doesn't take it. They try to find Mason, gets out over to White Shorts, down to Black Shorts now, or to Verbuchen down low as he gets the two on that one. Now a 10-14 game here. As this B team for the Avengers doing a good job of keeping in pace here with Club Passion, who's undefeated here. And they're going to try to finish this regular season undefeated as Mason knocks it clean. That's a steal for him as he gets the best of Yale on that possession there. As he brings it up, he gets it over. Mason in the corner. Mason pulls it, not able to make the three as Capone pulls in the rebound. As Capone here is going to be bringing it up. Justin with the three, and he knocks that one down. It's now a 17-10 game here. As White Shorts here is going to be bringing it up for the Avengers squad here. They're going to get the pick from Mason. Gets it over to Black Shorts, back to Mason. Mason takes the mid-range, not able to make that there. Capone's going to be pulling in the rebound. As they're going to pass it over here. Down to Yale. Yale, fadeaway midi, not able to knock that down there as Mason gets the rebound. Passes it up to Mazuera in transition. goes up, and that's going to be a foul on Capone on that one there, as that's going to send Maswera to the line here for 2. As can't really get him on for that one. Obviously, you don't want to let your man make an easy layup on that one, so the foul is definitely worth it there. We'll see if he can knock down these 2 free throws. And he misses the first one there. As we got sub checking in, we got Neon Shoes checking in for Verbuchen here. So he takes a second free throw and makes that there, makes it now a 17-11 game. Club Passion still holding the 6-point lead as they get it over to Dextraze here. So they find Dextraze in the corner. He pulls the 3. Not able to make that there, but Greta gets the rebound. Not able to make the putback. Mason gets the rebound. As Yale's going to pick up the foul on that one. As he was fighting for wrestle that ball away from Mason. Got a little too handsy on that one. As they get over to white shorts, he finds Maswera at the top. Maswera pulls the 3, not able to make that. As Capone's able to hustle in there for the rebound. As they going to pass it around, they find Justin over there. He's going to reset here towards the top. Gets the pick from Yale. Passes it down to Dextraze. Dextraze now able to make the layup. Greta with the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Neon Green here. The Neon Green Shoes, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to pick up his first foul there. As they get it down to Greta under the basket. Knocked away, and that's going to go out of bounds. They're going to keep possession here, it seems. As Greta definitely being big body in there. Struggling a little bit on the offensive end, but still playing time to clean that up as White Shorts gets in there for the steal. As they get it over to Black Shorts here, he has it. Clears it to Mason here at the top. Mason passing it around. Maswera going baseline. Layup good on that one as he got Greta over there in the corner and took advantage of the mismatch for the 2. As we got Capone here, going to be bringing it up. He passes it over to Dextraze there. Dextraze picked from Yale to Capone in the corner. So Justin there down to Yale. Yale knocked out there. That's going to be a turnover. Yeah, you're saying went off of Yale's foot there, so that's going to be a turnover there. As we're going to have them bring it up. We're down to 9.5 minutes here. 17-13 game here. Club Passion with only a 4-point lead here. As they're driving right. Maswera floater, not able to make that there. Yale's going to get the rebound. He passes it up to Justin there, who's leading the charge. He's going to pull the 3. Not able to knock that down. Christian with the rebound. Out to Yale. Yale top against Maswera. Passes it off to Christian, who starts the drive. That's going to be a foul there on the Neon Green Shoes there again. It's going to be on the floor, though, so we're going to be doing an inbounds here. As Yale's going to have the ball here at the top. He gets it over to Christian. Christian finds Greta. Tried to give it a little give-and-go action. Not able to find an opening. As now Justin has it in the corner. They're bringing it back down to Greta, maybe trying to take advantage of his size. Hook shot. Not able to knock that one down there. Luckily, Christian there fights for the rebound. Gets tipped by Maswera. Almost ends up getting the steal there. But Dextraze is able to save it there. Miscommunication, though, as that is going to be a turnover there. As they're going to say it was last person to have it was Dextraze there. They said it was not touched by a defender or anybody. Christian almost gets the steal there. Verbuchen's able to hang on to it, though. Finds Neon Green back out to Verbuchen. He's driving. Almost loses it there. Is able to hold it. Pass it out there. As Greta's D'ing him up there. That's going to be a reach in there on Greta. As Club Passion here playing a little bit undisciplined so far, and not common for them usually so far this season. As White Shorts here is going to have it. He's going to pull the 3, not able to knock that down. Dextraze with the rebound as he's going to push the break. Passes it over to Justin. And they're going to say that's a foul on the floor. White shorts there is going to pick up the foul. Yeah, of course. As Capone here is going to be checking back in for Club Passion. He's going to be taking in for Greta here. As they're going to sub out a little bit of size. Yale's going to be doing inbound duties here. He finds Dextraze under the basket. Dextraze goes up, not able to make it, but tips back in his own shot. As that now makes it a 19-13 game here. We're down to 7 minutes left in this first half. So like I said, you got to give Avengers credit as this B team, like I said, has been able to hold on and keep it a close game here as Neon Green drives to the basket. Not able to make that there as Capone gets the rebound to Dextraze, who pulls and knocks the three down there. As it's now a 13-22 game here, and Club Passion might be starting their run there. As Brian, I agree, they might need to feed the big man a little bit more. We'll see if they go back to him once he checks back in. As like I said, that did a nice job on that last possession he had with the hook shot as White Shorts fights through the defense for the two. He did a great job of fighting through the contact and making that one there. As Capone now has it at the corner. He pump fakes, clears it out to Christian there. Christian tries to find his brother as it gets a loose ball and goes out of bounds here. So we'll see who gets possession of this one. As David Yale now has it here in the corner. He's going to be surveying his options. Trying to find an opening baseline. He's going to pass it out to Christian there. To Justin. Justin takes the three and knocks that down. Brotherly connection working on that one. As they're going to call a delay of game there. Delay of game there on Yale on that one. So he got a warning there to leave the ball alone. So I guess he bumped into it there after the shot was made. It's clocked on that one there as White Shorts driving through the defense. Goes up, not able to make that. Christian ends up with the rebound as he's going to be pushing the break here. Drives, loses it. As Neon Green Shoes there is able to get the steal there. Nice job by Yale to knock it out of the shooter's hands there on the fast break opportunity. The Avengers team, though, is going to keep possession here on this one. As Mazuera is going to be doing inbound duties here. Tries to get to his man. Loose ball. Yale fights for it for the steal as he's going to give it over to Christian. Christian leading the charge over to Capone. Capone fakes. Down to his man, Justin down low. Misses that. Dextraze rebound. He's going to miss the shot, but there's a foul there. As that's going to be on White Shorts there with the foul. So that's, I think, his second of the game here so far. As we're going to have Christian here doing inbound duties here. We're down to about 4.5 minutes in this one. As they get it over to Justin here at the top. Gets the pick from Yale, thinks about taking it, but passes it off to Capone there. As Capone has it, they're starting to shade him over on the double there. As Yale finds Dextraze, who pulls the deep three. Not able to knock that down as Rebukin pulls in the rebound. As we're going to have him bringing it up there. As Black Shorts drives, not able to make the two there. As that goes out of bounds. Checking in. As Greta here is going to check back in. Dextraze subbing out here for Club Passion. So switching out some size for some more size here. And Mason's checking in for the Avengers team. So both teams are adding some more size. We'll see if they'll feed him. As Justin takes the three there. Misses that one. A little bit short on there as Rebukin's driving on the fast break. Goes up. Not able to make that there. Yale ends up with the rebound. He's going to be pushing the break as he drives into Mason. And that's going to be a foul on Mason. As Yale's going to go to the line for two. We're down to about 3 minutes left in this first half. 25-15 game here. Club Passion with the 10-point lead. As Yale's going to try to make it 12 here with these two free throws. As he makes the first one there. As Kayla, I see you coming in there. The camera girl is on the other one of our other courts there. She's, I think, helping out with the Twitch stream that we have going on at twitch.tv/Iron Peak Adult Leagues. that game is our 35-plus game, which is having still got it going up against Hartford Funding. But yeah, so she's subbed in over there for today. So sadly, I'm wearing multiple hats here as I'm commentating and doing camera work.
Wait, 3 hats.
So please excuse some grace there if the movements there aren't always the best, as Yale ends up getting the rebound off the missed shot. Yale thought about taking it, finds Justin, who makes the 2 through the tough defense there. This is now a 29-15 game here. As we got White Shorts here, he definitely has some game to him. You can tell by how he even dribbles the ball. He at least has a little bit of handles there, as Meswera has it here. He's going to find someone to pass it over to. Gets over Verbuchen. Verbuchen backing down his man, finds Mason. Mason thinks about taking it. He's going up against the big man, Greta here. Pulls the mid-range, not able to make that as Greta's able to secure the rebound. He's going to be giving it over to Christian. Christian brings it up. He's going to find Yale. Out to Capone. Capone thought about taking it, but doesn't. Yale now takes the 3 and knocks that down. Capone with the assist on that one. As it's now a 32-15 game here. We're down to about a minute left in this one. As we got Verbuchen here with the ball at the top. He pump fakes off the pick and roll. White Shorts out to Meswera. Meswera takes the 3. Not able to make that there as Greta's able to secure the rebound. That height coming in big on that one, is able to tip it up in the air and back to himself to secure that rebound. As the Yale has it here. Fadeaway midi, not able to make that as Neon Green Shoes there gets the rebound. Verbuchen tries to pass it out. Christian there gets the steal as Capone was giving him press on the pressure. Not able to make the 3 to convert, and that's going to be off his man there. And so eventually you're going to have the ball. We're down to about 37 seconds here. As he's going to be bringing it up here. White Shorts. See if we can find an opening there. Good job by Christian and Capone on that last possession on the defensive side. It's that pressure by Capone, forcing Aaron pass, cause turnover. Missed shot as Yale gets the rebound. He's going to try to get to Capone. Meswera gets the steal there. Meswera bringing it up. We're down to 15 seconds. As he gets it to White Shorts. White Shorts starting to drive, almost loses his dribble. Hop step. Meswera, corner 3. Knocks that one down there. This is now a 32-18 game here. We're down to 3 seconds. Capone has it, pulls it, not able to make it there. As your first half is going to be over, it is a 18-32 game here as Club Passion's holding on to the lead here so far. As we will check back with you here in a few minutes here at halftime. As Anthony, we're going to have to see there. Legs might be dead, but listen, we don't want to start the excuses too early as it looks like they have a commanding lead here so far. Either way, though, we'll check back up with you here in a few minutes for at the beginning of the second half. As folks, we're about to start up this second half here. Avengers are going to start with possession, the B team here. Shout out to Karen there in the chat. As I see here, Club Passion's got their usual great group of fans here in the YouTube stream, always coming clutch every week here. As Rebukin has the ball here in the corner, he's going to find his man, gets it over to Neon Shoes, layup, and makes that one off the foul. As that's going to be Greta there picking up the foul. Anyone in foul trouble? How many? Two. Yeah, that's his second foul there, so he's going to be taking the and one free throw here. And not able to make that there, as that's short. That's going to be air ball there, as Capone here is going to bring up the ball for Club Passion. Starting to push the tempo here a little bit. Finds Justin there. Tries to find Greta on the pick and roll, not able to. There's a foul there. I think that's on the red team. As that was, there's something there on the contact. Let's do a great job finding Justin, though. The brotherly connection there. Christian with the assist. As he finds his brother there on the nice cut off the inbound. Red team wasn't fully ready. You can tell with the B team, not as much chemistry playing together, and it shows there on something like that. As White Shorts gets the pick from Mason, floats it, not able to make that there. Justin ends up with the rebound there. So he's going to be bringing it up here for Club Passion. Finds his brother in the corner, pulls the three, and knocks that down there. It's now a 37-20 game here. As the brotherly connection is working here for Club Passion. They're starting to take a commanding lead here in this one as Dextraze there gets the steal. He's going to be bringing it up. Finds Capone. Capone pump fakes. Passes to Christian. Christian for the two, and that's good. Capone with the assist on that one. So he had a nice find on that one. That now makes it a 39-20 game here. As he's going to be bringing it up, able to find White Shorts down low. He tries to find an opening, not able to. Clears out to Mason. To Black Shorts here. As he's up top going up against Justin here. He stepped back, doesn't take the shot. As they get it to White Shorts here in the corner. Finds Verbuchen. Verbuchen, half spin, not able to find an opening. Doing a nice job passing around. White Shorts has it. Finds Mason. Mason with the three, not able to make that. Neon Green Shoes. Rebounds and goes up, but misses that there as Justin ends up securing the rebound off the second missed shot. Justin has it here. Passes it over to Capone. Capone pulls the three, and he knocks that one down. Justin there with the assist on that one. As that's going to be a timeout there for the Avengers. 17-10 left in this game. 42-20 game. Club Passion holding on to this lead as they've come out. Not missing here in the second half off of that last made shot there by Capone with the assist by Justin. As, do you mind showing me Club Passion's stat line? It's looking pretty good. Dextraze there leading the scoring charge. A lot of good passing though there, as they have three different players with 3 or more assists there, and both the two brothers, Justin and Christian, and Capone with 3 assists there. And on the rebounding front, that's also going well there, as Dextraze and Greta's leading the charge, both with 7, as Capone has 5, with Dextraze leading the scoring charge there, as he has 12 points here so far, which is actually pretty low for him there, as he usually leads his team in scoring. But like I said, they might be taking a little bit of their time here, as like I said, they know they should at least have a feeling that they're better on paper than this team. The red team, though, has done a good job of staying in this one, though, as they're going to find Black Shorts here. He gets it out to Verbuchen. Verbuchen has it up top. He's driving to the basket, goes up. That's going to be a foul there. We'll see who they call that on. Might have been Dextraze, but it could have been Yale, too. And that's Yale picking up a foul there. How many? As that's his second there of the night. Verbuchen's going to be taking free throws here at the line. As he hits the first one. Steven knocked down the second one. Bring down to 20 points here. So he's not able to make that one there. Dextraze with the rebound. As he tries to get it over to Christian. He'll pass a little low there, so that's going to be a turnover there. As Avengers there are trying to push the pace there a little bit, trying to get him off guard. As Verbuchen gets over to Black Shorts, who drives and makes the 2 on that one. It's ended up working out for him. It's now a 23-42 game here. Capone here is going to be bringing it up. He's driving, passes out. Christian back to Capone. Capone pump fakes, gets his man on the ground, pulls the 3. Not able to make it, though, to convert on that one. That would have been a nice little highlight play there if he was able to make that work. As Verbuchen there has the rebound, he's bringing it up. As he goes up, Dextraze there rejects that one, though, on the hook shot. Yale bringing it up. Yale goes up with it and gets the 2 on that one. It's now a 44-23 game here. Nice job on defensive there by Dextraze. A shout out to Who Is Tyler Durden there in the chat. I appreciate it there. As White Shorts there, hop steps for the nice layup on that one, even with the tough defense on him. As they got Christian there giving it over to Capone, now bringing it up. So we're down to about 15 and a half minutes. Defines Greta. Greta pump fakes, goes up, and it's going to be fouled on that one. And that's going to be on White Shorts there, who's going to pick up the foul. As Greta's going to be taking 2 at the line. So like I said, we'll see if he's going to knock these 2 free throws down here. And does make the first one there. And we'll see if he can knock down the second one here. And he does 2 for 2 there. He's unlike a lot of big men here in this league. Greta, at least from what he's shown us so far, has done a solid job with his touch from mid-range and decent at the free throw line there. So between that and his size, definitely something you got to admire there. As we got Black Shorts with it here. He's going to be driving. Passes it to Neon Green, who misses it there through the tough defense. That's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say Club Passion's ball. So they say might have gone off the shooter there as he was falling to the ground. Verbuchen's going to be subbing out here for the red team. As they're going to have Christian here bringing it up. As he gives it over, nice find to Dextraze. Christian picks up the assist there. It's now a 48-25 game there as they're securely here in the driver's seat so far. As Dextraze there gets his hand in on another steal there, driving, not able to get the shot up. As he's going to say that's a foul on Dextraze there as he hit him with the arm there to get the defender off him. They're going to say that's improper contact. So that's going to be an offensive foul and a turnover there for Club Passion. As Black Shorts has it here, he gives it over to White Shorts, who's driving, kicks it out back over to him. As Maswera takes the 3, not able to make that. It gets tipped up. We'll see who secures the rebound. As Maswera is able to run that one down. They get it over to Black Shorts here, who has the ball. Gets down low. Yale gets in there for the steal. He has been doing a nice job on defense so far today. Capone has it here. He's bringing it up. Finds Christian. Back to Yale. Yale goes up. Misses that one. Capone gets the rebound there as he saves the ball from going out of bounds. As he's going to reset it here with the pick from Greta. Bringing it up towards the top here. As he's going to be driving baseline now. Layup good through that one as he makes that through the tough contact there. As Capone, more known for his shooting prowess, but can get to the rim when he needs to there as he gets the nice basket on that one. As White Shorts has it here, he kicks it out to Mason. Mason pulls the 3, not able to make that there. Mason gets the rebound, layup, and good on that one there as he's able to get it through the defense. But they're going to push the pace here as Christian gets it over. And Neon Green there is going to pick up the foul. Neon shoes. As that's going to be now 2 again here at the line for Greta. As he went 2 for 2 last time for his last trip at the line. So we're down to about 12 minutes left in this one. As he misses the first one there. As hopefully I didn't jinx him on that one. As we'll see if he can knock down the second one here. And 0 for 2 there from the line. As Mazuera there is going to be bringing it up for the red team. He drives, the layup. Yale, I think, got a hand on that one for the block. Verbuchen gets it, drives, not able to get that. Mason secures the rebound and goes back up, not able to make the 2. Capone with the rebound. A lot of contact on that one, nothing called. As they throw another lob to Dextraze, he's not able to dunk it, but Black Shorts is going to pick up the foul there as he was in Dextraze's landing space there on the lob. So great job of stopping the dunk. So they stopped the highlight play, but that's still going to put Dextraze at the line as he is pretty knocked down, as this team is probably the best free throw shooting team just off the top of my head from the games I've seen. As he misses the first one there, as I seem to be jinxing him tonight. Good thing they're up by 23 points there. As he's 0 for 2 there from the line there. As usually they're perfect there from the line. Verbuchen gets the rebound as they're passing it up. Mazuera misses the shot. Justin with the rebound as he loses that one. Black Shorts gets the steal and Mazuera gets the 2. Black Shorts with the assist on that one. As now we have Greta with it here. He's giving it over to Capone, who's going to bring it up. As they give it over. Gets it out to Dextraze here, who's going to pass over. So I think that was to Justin, now to Capone. They get down to Yale. Yale pump fakes, goes up, and that's going to be a foul on White Shorts there. As White Shorts has his 3rd or 4th foul here of the night so far. His 3rd one. His 3rd of the night. So you might want to be careful there. There's still about 9.5 minutes left, though, so he still has... It's not a super long amount of time, but you still want to be careful there when you're in foul trouble like that. Yale's going to be taking 2 at the line here. We'll see if he can knock these down. As he makes the first one there, so it looks like they're back in their rhythm here. As Capone's going to be subbed out there, Christian checking in there. As Kayla, yeah, that might be the case there. As, like I said, you should see what happens when I mention the free throw shooters' free throw percentage. That's even worse odds there on the Jinx. As he misses the second one there, Verbuchen gets the rebound. He's going to be pushing it up court here. As he floats it, not able to make that. Yale gets the rebound, up court to Greta. Greta not able to make the dunk there. Black Shorts with the rebound. He tried to go for a highlight play there of his own. Black Shorts finds Verbuchen, and Verbuchen makes the 2 there. Black Shorts with the assist makes it now a 51-31 game. As they pass it, tipped. Dextraze saves it to Justin, not able to make the 3. Greta with the rebound, out to Yale. Misses him on that one, though, and that's going to be out of bounds. As Avengers now going to have the ball. Mazuera with it. He's going baseline, spins, shoots it, and makes the 2 even with a tough defense. Can't even be mad at the defensive effort on that one. That's just one of those where sometimes the defense, or the shot just doesn't go your way for the defender, no matter how good of defense you play. And that's going to go out of bounds. Club Passions keeps the ball here. As Yale's going to have it, he finds Christian. Christian under the basket, pump fakes, goes up, not able to make the 2 there. Justin with the rebound. Justin passes it to Yale. Yale goes up and makes the 2 there. Justin with the assist. As it's now a 53-33 game here. We're down to 8 minutes left in this one here. As Verbuchen here is going to be bringing it up. As he gets it over to Mason here. Mason driving baseline, passes out over to White Shorts. White Shorts with the 3, not able to make it. Mason rebounds and throws a shot up. He doesn't make it as Yale gets the rebound. Dextraze wide open on the break for 3, not able to make that. Justin there gets the rebound as he clears it out to Greta, to Yale. Yale pulls it. He misses that one there as Mason pulls in the rebound. He gives it over to White Shorts, who's going to be pushing the charge here on the break. And he's going to slow it up here as he couldn't find an opening. Black Shorts has it here. He's driving left. He's backing down his man. Greta comes in there for the block. Dextraze now has it. He's leading the charge. Lob to Greta. Greta makes the layup on that one for the alley-oop layup. Not the prettiest one there, but if it goes in, a basket's a basket on that one as Mazuera has it here. He's going to be bringing it up. We'll see if he can find an opening. Pass it over to Black Shorts here. Gets it to White Shorts. White Shorts pulls a 3. Not able to make that there as Christian's able to tip it over to Dextraze. He gives it over. Gets stolen on that one, though. Black Shorts out to Mazuera. Mazuera is able to get the 2 on that one. So Black Shorts there gets the assist. It's now back to 20 points here for the lead for Club Passion. as they get it over to Christian there. We gotta give this pop back on. There you go. As he loses it, that one there, Verbuchen ends up with the steal, hits it over to Mazuera. Mazuera goes up, not able to make the layup. Dextraze with the rebound. And gives it over to Christian, who pulls it, and able to make that one there as that rolls around there. As that was a nice assist on that one. It's now a 58-35 game here. Down to 6 minutes left in this one here. As they get over Verbuchen here at the top. Verbuchen going up against Yale here, backing him down as Christian collapses in on him, passes it out to Black Shorts. Gets the pick from Verbuchen, see if he can find an opening. He finds Mazuera. Mazuera pulls the three, not able to knock that down as Yale gets the rebound on that one. As Christian here is going to be pushing the break, passes it out to his brother, Justin, who pulls the three and knocks that down. As it's now a 61-35 game here. The brotherly connection still active there for Club Passion. As Christian the past few weeks has really been turning it up, especially on the playmaking end there, as he's been racking up plenty of assists here for Club Passion. As Mason's going to drive, Greta there gets the block. Christian there is going to end up with the ball. He gives it over to his brother Justin, who finds Yale there for the two. So Justin gets the assist on that one. It's now a 63-35 game as this one's starting to get out of reach. And if this lead stays as it is, this game is going to be over in about 3 minutes here. As White Shorts has it here. Trying to ISO here. Drive to his right. Passes it out to Mason. Mason takes the three. Not able to make that there. They pass it back out. Black Shorts had the rebound. White Shorts driving through. Back to Mason. Out to Verbuchen. As they're passing around here on the outside. Mazuera takes the three as he misses that one there. As Yale there gets the rebound. As Yale gets it over. Justin not able to find him as he bobbles it. That's going to be a turnover. As Capone is going to check back in. Greta here is going to be subbed out there for Club Passion. For all intents and purposes, it seems Club Passion is going to end the regular season here on a perfect record. As this team was an unknown coming into the season, and they have pretty much dominated every team they played, besides the one close game they had there against Lob City, which they pulled out the win, as Mason gets the two. They're able to get that there as someone for Red Team was tying their shoe, so Justin gets it over to Christian. It hits the top, though, so basket does not count on the dunk there. As that almost converted, almost had a lucky bounce, but since it hit the top there, that's going to be turnover there. As Mason now has it. Mason pulls it, not able to make that one there. Hit out. That's going to be Club Passion's ball as Neon Green Shoes touched it there. As Christian here is going to be bringing it up for Club Passion. Lob again to Dextraze. Can't convert on it as he passed it out to Yale. And Yale knocks down the three there. Dextraze with the assist. Dextraze able to catch it up in midair there. Wasn't able to go up with the shot in time. But still, nice job finding his man wide open in the corner for the three. As White Shorts has it here. He pulls it. Not able to make that one there. Mason with the rebound. Out to Verbuchen. Verbuchen pulls the three. Not able to make that. Capone with the rebound. He passes up to Dextraze. Dextraze misses the layup there as it rolls out, but ends up making it there on the putback. It's now a 68-37 game here. We're down to our last 50 seconds left in this one, as this is going to be put in here for the mercy rule in a second. As White Shorts here is going to be bringing it up. But at the end of the day, you got to credit this red team for fighting valiantly here. As, like I said, they came in here on short notice to play this game here, this B team for the Avengers. As Mazuera gets the rebound and the putback off the missed shot. Yale's going to be bringing it up here. As he's driving, goes up with it, not able to make that shot there. Verbuchen with the rebound, he's going to be pushing it. Finds Mason. Mason taking it solo, misses that one there. As no team gets the ball there. As we're down to, this will probably be the last possession of the game here. As we're about close to the 2-minute mark. We'll see if the ref decides to call it here or not. As Avengers are going to do one last sub here before Mercy Rule kicks into effect here. Down to a minute 58 here. As they get it over to Black Shorts, who pulls it. Not able to make that there. As White Shorts has it. Back over. Passes to Black Shorts, and Black Shorts makes the two. White Shorts with the assist. As they pass it up here to Justin. Justin takes the three, and he knocks that one down there. So I think Christian was the one that got the assist on that one. It's down to a minute 35. I guess the ref's letting them play out, even though mercy rule should be kicked in here, since it's down to a minute 30. As Black Shorts goes up, not able to make that there. Capone with the rebound. As Capone's bringing it up on the court, lobs it Dextraze, not able to convert the dunk. As Mason gets the rebound there, passes it up to Black Short, who takes the three. He's not able to knock that down as Christian gets the rebound, and that is going to be your game as it ends in a mercy rule here. 71-41 win for Club Passion as they finish the season here undefeated, going 8-0 in their slated games so far here for the season. Like I was saying before, this team was virtually an unknown coming into the season here. Yeah, of course, man. As, like I said, this team came in as an unknown, so it was interesting to see how they were going to do this season, and they have more than lived up to the expectations as they finish the season undefeated here, as they have not only a nice top-end player in Dextraze, but great glue guys, as I kind of compare them a little bit like the San Antonio Spurs here of those championship teams, as everyone on there contributes and plays their role in a great way. They're going to be the favorites here, probably going into this playoff season here, as the second talented team on paper, at least, would be Lob City. They ended up beating Lob City here in the regular season, I think 2 weeks ago there. So that's going to be interesting to see here if they're able to hold on to this momentum going into the playoffs here, and if they can pull off the championship here in their first season in our league. But either way, between Lob City and Barbecue Chicken, there's going to be some other contenders there vying for that crown. Either way, though, folks, we will check back with you here in a few minutes for our next game here. And thank you all for coming out for this 9 p.m. slate. Have a good one, everybody. Shout out to Caleb in the chat. Thank you for the compliment. I'm hoping to see you guys come playoff time, as you guys better be showing out here for all Club Passion's playoff games. Either way, though, folks, I'll be back in a few minutes here. Our last game of the night is switched over to twitch.tv/Iron Peak Adult Leagues. That game is going to be Stallions against the Free Agents, so feel free to check us out over there. Either way,